When One Direction broke the internet in 2011, people obsessed over the talented young men. They literally broke their fans' hearts when they announced the hiatus, and fans are still hoping for a reunion. Well, there are still so many people who don't know about their individual lives, but we got that covered. Welcome to Riveted. Today, we'll be telling you everything you need to know about Niall Horan, including the deal behind a recent diss track from his ex. Beginnings. Niall Horan was born on the 13th of September 1993 in Mullingar, Ireland. He didn't have everything handed to him on a silver platter, and his parents worked hard to make sure they were comfortable. His mom smoldered pewter for a living, and his dad worked at Tesco, a UK-based grocery store chain. We guess they no longer have to work that hard to put food on the table because the son is already a millionaire. Niall's parents divorced when he was 5 years old. He lived with his dad and older brother after that. As a kid, Niall did his own laundry and cooked dinner. He even walked to school, which was over a mile away from where he lived. He tried to play the guitar that his brother got for Christmas, but wasn't able to. When he was 11, he taught himself how to play the guitar by following YouTube tutorials. Music career. Niall's aunt discovered his talent one day when she was in the car with Niall, and he started singing. She originally thought the radio was on, until she noted that her nephew was the one with the golden voice. As a teenager, he performed at the Mullingar Arts Center during a fundraiser for the local football team, the Shamrocks. In 2010, Horan auditioned as a solo contestant for the British singing competition, The X Factor. After being eliminated as a solo performer, Niall, Liam Payne, Louis Tomlinson, Zayn Malik, and Harry Styles were put together in a band. The group became unstoppable after that, and we have Simon Cowell to thank. Unfortunately, they were only together for a couple of years, but it was really great while it lasted. After the One Direction hiatus in 2016, Horan signed a recording deal as a solo artist with Capitol Records. Niall Horan was worried he wouldn't make it as a solo artist after One Direction broke up. Now, he has nothing to worry about because he's very successful as a solo artist, just like the other members from One Direction. Horan's solo debut album was described as being one of the folkier sides of pop, incorporating elements of folk music as well as pop rock, soft rock, and country music. What else can he do apart from music? Horan enjoyed playing a number of sports while growing up, including golf, football, and Gaelic football. Niall loves football and is as equally popular with musicians as he is with sports stars. He's managed to meet stars from Newcastle United, Real Madrid, and his beloved Derby County. In the summer of 2010, while playing football with friends, he injured his knee and was diagnosed with a floating kneecap. The problem recurred several times over the next couple of years, including a 2013 incident where he dislocated his knee on stage during a concert in Antwerp, Belgium. He went through major reconstructive surgery and went through physical therapy with Chelsea's teammates. He also openly supports golf and rugby and participates in several events involving the sports. He's tweeted several times in support of the Ireland rugby team and was seen attending a Leinster rugby match with Rory McIlroy. Charity. One Direction supported Comic Relief, and they were also involved in a campaign that aimed to end extreme poverty, tackle inequality, and slow down climate change with the help of their millions of fans. In May of 2014, Niall Horan hosted the Charity Football Challenge at Leicester City's King Power Stadium to raise money for the Irish Autism Auction. Horan also teamed up with Golf Digest to raise money for the Reach Military Families. He and golf player Justin Rose created the Horan and Rose Gala, a charity event in aid of Cancer Research UK kids and teens. Niall was announced to be joining the Soccer A 2016 Star Lineup fundraiser for UNICEF and as an assistant manager and player for the Rest of the World team. And in 2017, Horan received an Arnie Award for his work with charities. Last year, he joined UNICEF's Soccer Aid World 11 team, formerly called Rest of the World, alongside retired sprinter Usain Bolt and former Chelsea FC player Didier Drogba. So is he single? Niall Horan has been linked to several high-profile women in the past. In 2014, it was believed that Horan had an on- and off fling with Hungarian model Barbara Palvin, but a source said that they fizzled out as Niall and Barbara were both working in different parts of the world. In 2016, he reportedly dated Australian model Melissa Whitelaw, but once again, distance broke up his relationship. Horan also had a fling with singer Ellie Goulding, and in an interview in 2016, Goulding revealed that she and Horan went on a few dates and it was really fun. Then he dated Hailey Steinfeld, and the two broke up in 2018. Fans have also been saying that Niall and Selena have been secretly dating since 2015. A new interview with Australian radio station 90.9, Horan finally addressed the speculation. We can comfortably say that Niall Horan is currently single, and all those women he allegedly slept with while on tour were not real. Niall's former bandmate Louis Tomlinson recently admitted that many of those rumors about Niall sleeping with girls were actually started by One Direction themselves. Speaking to Australian radio, Louis admitted that he and the boys used to make up different people that Niall had slept with on tour. Cheating scandals. You know what they say, if you date a singer, prepare to have a song written about you. 5 years ago, Ed Sheeran wrote a song about Ellie Goulding cheating on him with Niall Horan. And now is the topic of another song. The pop star Hailey Steinfeld, who dated Niall for a year, has kicked off 2020 with an almighty diss track called Wrong Direction. Talk about starting the new year on a high note. The song doesn't mention her 26-year-old ex-boyfriend by name, but it strongly hints he cheated on her. She sings, I just hate all the hurt that you put me through and that I blame myself for letting you. Looking back, I probably should have known, but I just wanted to believe that you were out sleeping alone. Hold me with your worst intentions, paint it as a happy ending. Every time you burn me down, don't know how. For a moment it felt like heaven, and it's so gut-wrenching, falling in the wrong direction. Haley also references Niall's ego in the song, which is, at the moment, probably very bruised. In an interview, Niall said that the split from his ex-girlfriend Haley gave him inspiration for his songs, but he clearly had no idea how much he also inspired the singer. When they broke up, reports claimed that their schedules were just too busy for romance. Haley was about to go on a major press tour for Bumblebee, and Niall was busy with his solo music career. It actually seemed to be one of the most amicable splits ever. Well, there was definitely more to the breakup according to the song, Wrong Direction. Apparently, Niall has been lying to everyone that he's a good person, including himself. Plagiarism. When One Direction was still intact, the band was accused several times of plagiarism. Remember the infinitely memeable 1D music video for You and I? It featured the band members slowly morphing into each other as they walked down a British boardwalk. According to Daily Mail, loads of fans recognized it as being noticeably similar to the video for Everything You Wanted by Club Feet. Another song that received criticism for plagiarism was Steal My Girl. Well, it looks like Niall has continued with the habit as a solo singer. We're sure you've heard his album Nice to Meet Ya. The Australian band Gang of Youths claims the art of Niall's album is too similar to the album art for their single Say Yes to Life. Gang of Youths posted side-by-sides of these covers on IG, and fans agree that it was true. Other scandals. Niall has not been involved in many scandals like other One Direction members, but there are times when he found himself on the wrong side of the internet. In the summer of 2019, Niall snapped a pic of Louis getting either into or out of a shower and shared it to his own social media stories, and people went nuts. That is never an okay thing to do, Niall. There have been instances where fans have reported that he wasn't very kind to them. When greeting fans at a Dublin airport in 2018, Niall actually shouted, "You shower of cunts." The phrase means a group of annoying people in Irish slang. People were so offended that he had to apologize publicly on Twitter. In another instance, one of his female fans asked Niall whether he would ever date her, and Niall responded with a solid no. The fan was obviously heartbroken, and people thought that Niall should have handled the question in a kinder manner. He's also got beef with Leeds United, an English-based football team. The Irish Mirror reported that Niall and the team's official Twitter account have an ongoing fight. Mental health issues. In an interview, Niall admitted that he was diagnosed with mild OCD, obsessive-compulsive disorder. It is a common mental health condition in which a person has obsessive thoughts and compulsive behaviors. It affects men, women, and children and can develop at any age, and although some people develop the condition early, often around puberty, it typically develops during early adulthood. Niall developed the condition in his childhood, which caused him to feel isolated from his schoolmates. OCD actually had an impact on his live performances. Niall has one fix for the sequence of his shows. He basically does everything immediately, otherwise he gets nervous quickly. Niall also suffers from anxiety before going on stage, but he's mastered a breathing technique, which always comes in handy. Net worth. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Niall Horan boasts an impressive estimated net worth of $70 million. Most of his net fortune has been amassed through his time as a member of the successful boy band One Direction. However, some of his vast fortunes have been earned through his golf management company that Horan founded in 2016. Modest Golf has signed several successful golf players, including 2019's European Golf Tour winner, Italian golfer Guido Migliozzi. The rest of his fortune is credited to his solo albums. Niall's view on 1D's reunion. One Direction enjoyed a meteoric rise to fame, becoming the first band in U.S. Billboard history to have their first 4 albums debuted at number 1. Niall Horan quickly discovered the negative side of fame, admitting that he hated the 1D mania that meant he couldn't walk the streets unprotected. Well, is he ready to go back? Niall has admitted on several interviews that the One Direction hiatus was very heartbreaking for him, but it was necessary. He said that the One Direction boys would have ended up killing each other if they hadn't split when they did. Horan hinted that although they had not agreed on a time when they would sing together as a group, he's ready for a reunion now, and so is the rest of the world. Niall Horan and Louis Tomlinson already blessed fans with a reunion after they both performed at the Premios Telehit Festival in Mexico. However, he's not sure if there'll be room in the band for Zayn Malik, who quit One Direction in 2015. Interesting fun facts. He has acid reflux. This means he stays far away from pepper and spicy foods in general. However, it takes a lot to gross him out. While backpacking, Niall stayed in a rough motel that had lights flickering, cats were drinking water out of the pool, spiders walked the walls, there were damp bed sheets, and he loved every second of it. Niall had 2 fish called Tom and Jerry, but they both died because he overfed them. The only book Niall has ever read is To Kill a Mockingbird. Niall didn't take his t-shirt off in the What Makes You Beautiful video because he didn't think he was slim enough. Well, he's grown into a fine young man, and his fans can't get enough of him. He loves a night in. He's really content being home alone watching sports on the weekend. Niall also has claustrophobia, which is the fear of small or enclosed spaces. And that's about everything we could dig up on Niall Horan. He recently released a big statement to explain that a new album, singles, and much more can be expected from him in 2020. Horan announced that he would be embarking on the Nice to Meet Ya tour in 2020 as well. We hope you are as excited as we are. Thank you for watching the video. This has been Riveted, and we publish amazing videos daily.